Where to go to get it, though?
The swag merch store at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store is where you can get you a brand new shirt, man.
What kind of designs do they have? Is it like something that's popping? Am I going to be on fleek?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either, but the kids say it.
All right, we're both going to go over to the swag merch store, where everybody should go to the swag merch store to get them some new drip. Aha, that's a word the kids are saying too.
Drip. Go ahead and accumulate my drip. Where the hell do I go to get it?
FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Drip, drip, drip. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Skinny people. Fat people already know they're fat. So stop reminding us. Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze.
Welcome to the show, everybody. And just a few days from now is Easter.
Yay.
Who knew? Who remembered?
Yeah.
That's why I like it. Who Easter? Who remembered? Is that the resurrection of the Lord?
That's the restoration of the Lord. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kick off today's show with a little bit of a funny.
Okay.
So we have prepared comedy, ladies and gentlemen. A teacher asked a student to tell a story or to share a story about defense, defeat, and detail.
Okay.
This little student may or may not have been little D. So the student told the teacher about a horse that jumped the fence with the feet, and then the tail followed.
Hey, Lil D, I didn't get it either. We both looking blank.
I need my damn drum set.
That means the rest
The
of
horse used the feet to jump over the fence, and the tail followed.
If I have to explain it,
That was good.
it ain't
I like
funny.
that one.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah.
Well,
If we didn't laugh, it ain't funny.
all right. Well, let's go on.
I laughed.
Let's go on with the Easter puns, ladies and gentlemen. Easter pun story. Get my rib shot ready. Lil D don't have his. 3 blondes died. Oh, number one. Hold on. PR moment here, folks.
Clear the air. We don't want any lawsuits.
Blondes, y'all been at the butt of jokes for years. This is one as well. 3 blondes died and are at the pearly gates of heaven. St. Peter tells them that they can enter the gates if they can answer one simple question. St. Peter asks the first blonde, "What is Easter?" The blonde replies, "Oh, that's easy. It's the holiday in November when everyone gets together, eats turkey, and are thankful and stuff." "Wrong," replies St. Peter, and proceeds to ask the second blonde the same question. "What is Easter?" The second blonde replies, "Easter is the holiday in December when we put up a nice tree, exchange presents, and drink eggnog." St. Peter looks at the second blonde, shakes his head in disgust, tells her she's wrong, and then peers over his glasses at the third blonde and asks, "What is Easter?" The third blonde smiles confidently and looks St. Peter in the eyes. "I know what Easter is." "Oh," says St. Peter incredulously. Easter is the Christian holiday that coincides with the Jewish celebration of Passover. Jesus and his disciples were eating at the Last Supper. Then the Romans took him to be crucified, and he was stabbed in the side, made to wear a crown of thorns, and was hung on a cross with nails through his hands. He was buried in a nearby cave, which was sealed off by a large boulder. St. Peter smiled broadly with delight. Then the third blonde continued, "Every year the boulder is moved aside so that Jesus can come out, and if he sees his shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter." Hey-yo! Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 2. All right, time for some one-liners, boys. What did the Easter egg say to the boiling water?
What?
"It might take me a while to get hard because I just got laid by some chick." Oh!
Hey-o. 2 for 3.
Why wouldn't you want to be an Easter egg? Because you only get laid once. Ow!
Easter egg or Corey.
Put the kiss up.
Oh, yeah.
I love Jesus. He's born, I get present. He dies, I get chocolate. I apologize.
Gifts going in, gifts coming out.
I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a brutal layoff. I'm combining I'm combining Easter and April Fool's Day this year. I'm sending the kids out to look for Easter eggs I haven't hidden.
That's messed up.
That'd be funny though.
My goodness.
Kids still looking.
This
Keep
one,
looking.
This one, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize before. Lord, forgive me. I know you have a sense of humor. What's the difference between a picture of Jesus and the real Jesus? You only need one nail to hang up the picture of Jesus. Oh, see, Jesus. Lord, Father God, Lord, I apologize. Jesus, I didn't know. I didn't want to do that one, Lord. They wrote that one for me, Father. They wrote that one for me.
Can I have the last one when you're all done?
Of course not,
DA
because
walked out.
you know I have a kicker. DA didn't walk out. Come on, DA, we still here. Don't worry about it. We offended the Christians. Now we gonna offend the Alzheimer's patients. Why is Easter an Alzheimer's patient's favorite holiday? They can hide their own eggs. I apologize.
Oh, that's not nice. I love it.
It's a brutal layoff, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for this. This is what happens when you go to one of those prep services for your opening. I think it's great that the supermarkets are doing buy one, get one free on Easter eggs now. It's brilliant because if you're in a relationship, you can get one each for you and your partner. And if you're a single fat man like me, you can have both and try to eat the pain away. Yeah.
That one was sad.
Oh,
This one's for little. This one's for little D. How do you make Easter easier? Replace the T with an I. Give it a minute.
Oh,
There it is.
it's a word pun.
see, replace the T with an I.
Yeah.
Get it?
I'm trying to give up innuendos for Lent, but it's so long and it's going to be so hard. Oh!
That should have been for me.
Oh, another word pun.
Oh man, we celebrate Jesus brutally dying on the cross by getting a giant bunny rabbit to hide chocolate eggs. I can't help but feel that there's a massive gap of information somewhere. Oh! Yeah.
Mind blowing.
I apologize.
That was the one.
What did Jesus say to his 12 apostles as he was being nailed to the cross? Don't touch my Easter eggs. I'll be back on Monday. Oh!
Little resurrection joke.
Oh! It's because it's Easter. It's Easter, DA. All right, here we
DA.
go.
You turd.
I don't know if I want
Shit.
to. I don't know if I want to do this one.
Oh, come on, give it to us.
Hey, look, you already went down the rabbit hole with the nail one, so go ahead.
Pardon the pun, rabbit hole. I
Oh, DA got one. DA got one.
Oh, DA with one.
And the
Killer.
and the service didn't even write it for him. Okay, I'll hit this one myself. Oh, Jesus, forgive me. This one's bad. This one isn't as bad as the one that follows, so I'll hit this one. Jesus was hanging on the corner.
All right, I take it back. Don't say it.
Don't say it. Okay,
Don't say
we'll
it.
go to the next one.
Go to the next one.
All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, here's the final one, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I got a rim shot there, but I hit
I
it
know,
anyway.
before you even said this one must be good.
I speak. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little pre.
Pre-cum?
The pre-rim.
9:32. Jesus walks
Now
up
why,
to
Jesus?
Jesus walks up to a crowd of people getting ready to stone a lady to death for committing adultery, and says, "Whoever is without sin may cast the first stone." So this little lady walks up with a big rock and smashes it down on the poor woman and splits her head wide open. Then the little lady dusts off her hands and starts walking away. Jesus shakes his head and says, "Mom, sometimes you really get on my nerve." Oh, it was his mama. It was his mama.
Little Virgin Mary jokes.
It was his
She was a virgin when
mama.
she had him.
She was his. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to the one that DA doesn't want me to do.
God forgive us.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Jesus has a sense of humor. I prayed over. Hey, DA, trust me, dude. I edited a lot out of this list.
Hey, we'll see when the diabetes catches up with you. We'll
Oh,
see.
you see, the thing is that DA, you
Sugars.
think God is an angry God that
the
punishes
Old
us
Testament.
through his wrath.
See, my God is an awesome God, and He reigned from heaven and earth within.
He said he reigned.
My God is an awesome God. My God is an awesome
God.
God. He reigned from heaven on
God,
within. My God is an awesome God. Ooh.
Jesus was hanging from the cross and called out to Peter, Peter, I need to see you. Peter tried to get to the cross, but the Roman soldiers fought him back. Jesus again said, Peter, come here. I want to tell you something. Again, Peter tries to fight his way through the guards, but once again, they stop him. One more time, Jesus says, Peter, please, I need to tell you something. This time, Peter musters up his strength, manages to get past the guard, goes up to the cross, and says, yes, my Lord. What do you want to tell me? Jesus replies, I can see your house from up here.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party.
Yeah, it's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey, America, you wanna laugh? How about you get down with the Fat Guy? Yes, we got Corey, he's bougie AF. And we got D-Tay, he never does anything. And then D-A, he's lazy. And little D, yo, he's crazy. Putting together, they all fun. Here we come again with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Run it. Radio Show. Radio Show. Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the radio show, not a podcast. Oh, Fat Guy. Boom. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show, live from Arizona, USA, and broadcast in over 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide, heard by the best fat fanatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by our executive producer, Daniel D.J. Taylor.
What's good?
And my co-host, Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
Also, my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm your host, Corey Blaze. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments on our live streams, or you can tweet us your comments to @FatGuyRadioShow. Use hashtag #FatGuyRadioShow. We may read them on the air, so watch what you say. You're also welcome to slide into our DMs before, during, and after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. I say that because a lot of people listen to the show. The show has what Oscar Santana of the Michael Myers Show would call a long tail. So there are people that are listening at this episode maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe just the next day. And if you hear something and you want to make a comment, definitely hit us up in the DMs, make a comment under the post on social media, and one of us will respond to you, either with a heart or a big old huge go F yourself. Nevertheless, you'll get a response. Today's show is brought to you by the Swag Merch Store, now open at fatguyradioshow.com/store. Oh, the Swag Merch Store just swagged out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the #1 way that we powered this show right about now. And quite honestly, the Swag Merch Store is what kept us going all through 2020. So we ask you to continue to support us through the Swag Merch Store. And here's the thing. It's not just our store. Fat Guy Radio Show is a community of people. Little D not included, but it's a community of people. So if there's something that you think, you know what, this type of shirt with this type of design would be an amazing idea in your Swag Merch Store, and you'd buy it if it was there, hit us up on social media. Hit us up on our email. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hell, even Tumblr, and let us know. And we'll be more than happy. You never know, you may see it appear in the store. We won't give you any credit, nor will we pay you for your idea. We will steal it and make it our own.
You can also hit us up on Pornhub too.
But the good thing is that your idea will keep this show going and keep DA's babies unfed.
Somebody's idea's got to keep this show going.
fact,
Speaking
$1
of
a
that,
day.
AK-47 says, "Hey guys," and Lady K says, "Hey fellas."
Hey, AK-47.
Hey.
So shop now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. All right.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to insert that before the drop was done.
I had an Easter joke too.
Okay, this is not going to go well, but go ahead, Lil D, as I fade out the bed there. Go ahead.
All right. Quiet as set. What is longer, a rope?
Okay, thank you, Lil D. I appreciate that so much.
I'm out. That's all I got. Think about it.
You know what, Lil D? I
Yep.
hear microphones dropping all over the world.
A rope?
You see what I'm saying?
Lil D, you know what? That joke didn't cost you nothing. Them horrible ass jokes that is going to send DA's ass to hell were written and prepared to us by a preparation service.
But that rope joke is familiar, though. I feel like that was a callback.
It's a throwback to a show from like 7 years ago, DA.
I was on that one.
No, you weren't.
Oh.
You just listened. You was hoping you could be on the show. You finally made
Because
it.
I listened to y'all trying to get on this show, and finally, it just happened. And
Stalker.
I'm excited to be here.
Stalker. Nevertheless, welcome to the show, boys. And everyone listening, thank you so much for joining us. You guys know how much I have been a fan of the Little Niglet, also known as Little Nas X.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I was thinking about you, too. When all that crap was going on, I'm like, what's Corey going
Wait
to
a
say about
second.
this? He's probably praying for him
Wait a
right
second.
now.
You was thinking about Corey while watching that video. What does that say about you?
No. I didn't watch the video.
Ooh. Onions.
I saw
layers.
Lil Nas X's second scandal that week. I didn't watch. I still haven't watched the video. I just know
Okay,
he's on a pole twerking.
I haven't watched the video either. His Instagram has been blowing up. I follow him on Instagram, and I've been more of an onlooker than I have been a participant. Normally, I'm participating. I'm in the comments. I'm in there. I'm in there with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take my horse to the. Well, I guess this last video, which I have not seen, has really sparked up a lot of response. I'm not here to bring that to you. What I'm here to bring to you is the Little Niglet has gone from being this normal guy from the Old Town Road days to basically the Negro Adam Lambert.
I don't know who Adam Lambert is. Can you expound?
Adam Lambert is a very flamboyant R&B singer, and he currently sings he leads the group Queens. No
Like
pun
the old
intended.
school-
Does he really?
Old school Queen?
Yeah, old school Queen. He's their lead singer. Google
Wow.
him.
Okay.
Adam Lambert. You be Googling S all throughout the show, and this is one that you want me to explain to you.
Well, hold on, no. So sidetrack for just a second. So what happened to their actual? What it was?
He died. Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury died years ago.
Yeah. Of AIDS, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sound
You got
smart. I
injected
forgot.
with it like Easy
I forgot.
E.
So
I should know this as a DJ.
so
I forgot.
Little Nas X,
Hey, he's pretty.
because
Oz.
so because
He's
of
49?
yeah, Adam Lambert. So Little Nas X, because this picture is on Instagram and it's still on Instagram, I feel comfortable in sharing it on this show. Because Facebook is Instagram and Instagram is Facebook. And if we get banned for this, then Little Nas X should be banned for this. But this picture,
Where's our parallel?
this picture stopped me in my tracks. And I'm going to show it to you, boys, and I'm going to ask you, what do you think I observed most in this Little Nas X picture? Now, clearly, I believe that I later learned that this was a still or a model photo from his music video that just dropped. Okay. But this just took me to a whole nother space with Little Nas X. Okay. So I'm holding the picture up of Little Nas X to the boys.
I gotta change my background because it can't be the same pink as Lil Nas X freaking
Yeah,
braids.
you do have the same thing.
Oh yeah, you do got to match you.
So for those of you that are just listening to this on the audio portion, I'm holding up Little Nas X's Instagram page,
Hey, I got an idea.
and it has a picture of Little Nas X in a director's chair wearing knee-high, thigh-high boots, long pink dreads, black fingernail polish or some type of fingernail polish,
I didn't even see that.
and he's in his underwear.
Hey, DA, since you got a pink,
not dreads.
Or
Since you got a-
braids.
Yeah, they're braids.
since you got a pink background, DA, why don't you do that pose for us? See if you can do it right now.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not it.
Nah.
So,
You gotta go a little
boys,
farther.
Right.
that
Have
picture,
your wife do it.
believe it or not, did not make me more of a Lil Nas X fan.
Oh, so you were offended?
I found it trashy. And I
do that
think I
for
just
you?
lost my
I'm gonna let
video, so keep going, boys.
I'm gonna let you keep going, but here's the thing.
So you lost the credibility for this guy, is what you're saying.
I
now.
saw that and I was like, what the monkey spit?
I thought it, you would have been turned on by
Yeah.
it. Truth be told,
No.
And here's why he's not, because now he's kind of embracing black culture. That was super apparent.
No.
By doing that?
I think
Well,
the reason why
Yeah,
that is trashy is because he looks ratchet as hell.
okay. I'm gonna let you keep going.
Like think of it like it's the stereotypical
Yeah,
of black culture.
that's the word.
it's
Stereotypical.
What did I say?
It's not.
What did I say?
You say he's representing black. You say he's representing black culture, but he's not. He's doing
What
the
is black
stereotype of black
culture?
culture. He's shucking and jiving. He's black with blackface on.
I just did not find that picture tasteful.
hold on now. But what part do you mean, with the braids or with the braids and the draws and the high heels? Because I never saw no black people like men doing that. What?
Exactly.
So what
That's
part
he's doing the
appropriate?
stereotypical
Gay black man.
man.
Oh, okay.
So think Eddie Long, Tyler Perry,
Oh,
along those lines.
DA. That's
Yes.
all alleged. That's nobody.
Oh.
Dennis Rodman.
Definitely
Okay,
Dennis
okay.
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman would pose like that, yeah.
But here's the thing that I
Who's not
asked
gay, by the
myself as a Lil Nas X fan. I asked myself, I feel that he's talented enough that he doesn't have to go to these lengths.
Look, I didn't even know about that picture, but it just adds to the genius behind him, because I don't like that man at all. But the rollout was fire.
Didn't he do this so he can? It was like his way of showing his gayness, like coming out.
Oh,
He came out long
years
time ago. He came out
Years
during
ago.
Old Town Road. I just, you know what? A little bit of me kind of my fandom of Lil Nas X kind of passed away with looking at that. It just, he doesn't need to be that trashy. And besides, the one thing that is clearly obvious, that's a freaking turkey. Those must be turkey draws, because that is stuffed.
So was that the first thing you noticed, by the way?
He said turkey draw.
Yeah, the first thing I
That was
noticed.
the first thing you noticed.
I said
right?
those are stuffed turkey draws.
I was just saying, damn, he packing. When I first saw it, like, God dang.
There's no way that can be even relatively real.
Why not?
He wouldn't be able to walk if that was real. Ask
You think-
DT, why do you think he rides around in a wheelchair? You knew it was gonna get there. You knew it was gonna get to that.
All
point.
right, so now when everybody's gonna call him out on this, now we're going to have to see him pose naked, and when he
I'm
do
sure
it,
that's coming, because here's the thing. I don't think he's riding his talent. I think he's riding the whole shockery of what he can do.
And see, I was saying this during the second song, Panini. He doesn't have talent.
yeah, he
at
did say
all.
that during that.
And
I remember
you're
you saying
just
that.
making a convenient jump off because you see that now.
I just
It
think-
wasn't that picture that did it.
I still think he has talent. I don't think he has to go to these lengths to
He
make
kind of
himself.
does. His first song, Old Town Road, was like a gimmicky song. Then Panini dropped, and it's like, okay, this song's whatever, really.
True.
But so now this whole rollout with I haven't even heard the song. I don't care to hear the song, really. But that, along with the rollout with the shoes, all of this was planned. And it
Yeah.
was genius. It was genius. I'm behind.
Yeah,
the
because
marketing.
millions and billions of people are talking about it,
Talking about
especially
it.
with the outrage. We're talking about it here on the show. I don't bring them up that often, but that picture alone, I don't know. Lil Nas X, just stick to the truth. Stick to the truth, man, and don't have to lean and depend on the stuffed turkey draws. That's
Now,
all
hold
I'm
on
saying.
now.
Little D,
He
we
is-
got to go to break quickly.
he is sticking with the truth. This is him coming out. This is his
He's
whole get up
been
and him
out.
coming out. Yeah, but it was still
But he's
controversial.
now
So
stereotypically.
he was trying to be free and free himself. This is his way of freeing himself, of who he really is. That's it.
Yeah.
Break time.
Thank you, Lil T. I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. It just honestly didn't sit well.
Now I
with
bet
me.
if he sit on you, it'll sit well with you.
Well, if that's not stuff, turkey, Lil D, what the hell?
Oh,
I'm your brother. And then DT gets the joke 5 minutes after it was said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. On the other side of this, we'll be back with Delay DT and more fun and more thrills. And Little D has a question. Lord America, get ready. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Corey, I do my makeup every single show day on Thursdays, but people won't see us if they don't know where to go. They can go to YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe to my beautiful face.
It's not just your face, it's all of our faces. My face is there, DT's face is there, Little D's face is sometimes there.
Well, sometimes, yeah, he's on that N-word time.
But you're absolutely right, DA. We go through a lot to look good on our live stream. So we like to invite everyone to catch us out on our live stream. And the one greatest thing about the live stream is that people can interact with us.
I mean, they can comment live time, and then they'll be on the show.
And become part of the show.
Can I say like, comment, and subscribe again?
Say like, comment, and subscribe again.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Again. Our show streams live on Facebook on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And then you can watch us the next day on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/FatGuyRadioShow. It's amazing. Only thing about that on YouTube the next day, you can comment, but it won't be on the show.
I mean, but we'll see it because we watch me all the time on the playbacks.
Well, I'm on the show too, dear.
I usually skip forward.
Where do you think AK-47, Lady K, Martha Moo, and all those guys and gals get their fame from?
Me?
No commenting on our live stream, dear.
Oh, live on Bookface.
Live on Facebook, Thursdays at 7 p.m.
What time again?
7
PM.
Pacific Standard Time.
I'll see you there, maybe.
You have to be there, DA. You're part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, this ain't Afterburn.
No, that was the last commercial.
Oh.
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. This week at Target, some amazing deals for spring, including buy one, get one 50% off baby and bath toys, shoes for the whole family, and up to 20% off bedding. When you think Target, start at FatGuyRadioShow.com. Target, expect more, pay less. All right, Lil D, you had a question for everybody, but real quick before we get to your question, I would like to say on the show, goodbye to a very dear friend. A lot of people that are historians of the show know who he is. I'm not saying that he is DED. He's just moved away. My boy, my friend, Philippius, former executive producer of the show, has relocated his family with his job to another state. I had a chance to say goodbye to him. It was a bitter but sad, bittersweet goodbye to him. And we had a pretty lengthy conversation, all masked up. And then
Did y'all kiss?
No, we did not. But
Did y'all hug?
No, we did not. But we did take our mask off, held our breath for a minute, and took a little goodbye selfie at my house. And yep, he looks a lot older than he did before.
That man, he probably got a voice like this now.
No,
What up, everybody?
his wife is feeding him very well. That's all I'll say. Can you tell that I'm holding my breath and about ready to pass out?
You're not.
I
Don't
am.
hold your breath for that long.
I'm holding my breath. DA, the picture took all of like 2 seconds, monkey. The time that the team needed to set up the lights and everything else, we weren't in the room. All right,
okay.
Lil D. So
Yo.
goodbye, Philippius. Well, not goodbye. It's just see you later. But knowing what you left behind
So
in
long.
knowing what you left behind in DT, I still won. All right, Little D, what do you have for us? You sent me a text message that was encrypted. I read it at the time that I was at work. I didn't know what the hell it meant. And I said, well, that's indicative of Little D and his ideas. So, Little D, take it away.
Question. Oh, first of all, I tweeted you that.
You did not tweet me. You sent me a text message, you jagaloon.
Oh, well, I don't mind. I tweeted you. And then when actually I went,
You can't send a physical text message and have a mental tweet. You can't do that, Lil D.
I just did. Anything is possible when we had Trump as president, okay? Anything. You hear me? But
everything is possible.
Boom. And so what happened was it was encrypted because I went back and reread. I'm like, oh yeah, that didn't really quite make sense.
It
all
sure
the way,
didn't. It made no sense. None whatsoever, Little
You know
D.
me. Come on,
0 cents, $0. This is like This is DA's perfect price. 0 cents, $0.
$0.
Can you introduce the topic by reading that tweet?
I'm gonna try to make it better now. And if I mess up,
It was a text.
DT, feel free to correct me.
No, you are not going to put DT on the spigot to try to try to decode the Little D speak.
That he's our legalist of the show.
He's the legalese. He's the legalese.
Yes.
He's a legalist.
You know what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying?
I think the word was legalese, but okay.
I'm mad how you didn't enlist me to encode because I know you're slow.
Black people. Speaking of black people, I got a black people story for y'all. Y'all got to hear tonight.
Is it this story?
Can we get to the
this is
topic,
different.
Little D?
Yeah. Hey, but y'all got to hear about this one.
How is he having an ADD meltdown right in front of our eyes?
Because it just happened. It popped in my mind. But God, I'm gonna tell y'all that story. But we're gonna wait for a minute. It's juicy. We got to get it out today.
Well, we got Corey in the kitchen in the
It
next
sounds
segment.
like it has to do with some vagina.
Probably.
No. This is N words.
100%.
This got to do with N words.
Oh.
N words. No. Anyway, fellas, on this, let's get to this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the live stream, you can literally see my baby brother's brain moving because it takes over his entire body. When the thought changes, his whole entire physical being adjusts.
Yeah. It's like, hard drives, how they have the moving pieces, but most brains are solid state. His is just the regular HDD.
Yeah.
And Lady K said, aw, lip.
Oh, lip.
Oh, lip.
He did ask about you, Lady K, and I told him that you were doing well.
Yeah, he did ask about you.
So I lied. All right, Lil D.
So fellas, I pose this question to you guys. Let me try to do it right. Would you rather be rich and famous, or would you just rather be rich or just famous? And that kind of really makes sense to them. But
No. DT, I think you follow.
Actually, no, that actually makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Because I was watching a video about Judy Garland, who was very famous, but she died broke. So she wasn't rich and famous. She was famous, but not rich. And you can be rich. Doctors and stuff, they become rich, and they're not famous.
Yes, true.
And then you can be rich and famous and have both.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to. So, what would you guys
it
take?
made a lot of sense.
Okay.
Well, if I can quote my favorite poet, Tupac Shakur, he says,
I get
give me the
around?
money, F fame. I'm a simple man. So I'll take the money, not the fame. Because here's the thing. If everybody's running up on you, I'll never feel safe. I'm always going to be worried about looking over my shoulder. Who's going to come at me for my money? But if I'm
Now,
just
hold on.
rich, not famous, then I don't have to worry about that.
Before you go all the way, kind of what you're saying, like that came to me
Too late,
because I
you
was
got 3
thinking
kids.
about all the rappers that had
I've
died.
only announced 2.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
I apologize. Wrong button.
No, I, that came to me because I think about all these young rappers now that are famous, and now constantly have to look over your shoulder, worried about if you're gonna get popped. Because look at all the rappers that just died over the last year and are gonna die this year. Like, just
Forecast.
I mean, I shouldn't say it like that.
Wow.
But,
Projected it,
Talk
but
about-
rap is a very dangerous sport.
but I mean,
Jeez.
It's only because of how they do it, though.
You've gotten all this fame and you don't even get to live to even reap the benefits of your wealth because you die at a young age. So it got me thinking, like, would you? That's what got me thinking that question. What would you guys rather do? Would you rather have the money or the fame or both?
Lady K said none of the above.
None of the above. DT.
As long as I have love, health, and family and great friends, I'm already rich.
This dude just read a fortune cookie.
As long as I have money,
now you the color of a
fame,
fortune
wealth.
cookie too.
Did you eat the
Get outta here,
cookie?
DJ.
Did you
Good
eat
teeth.
the cookie?
I don't like
The love of my friends and this Fat Guy Radio Show. I don't need anything else.
Hold on.
Richest man alive right now, being with you guys, talking stuff about me.
As long as I got a pen, a pad, these here headphones, and my working car, I'll be fine. That's all I need.
Why you said a pen and a pad?
I don't think it's a pen. It looks like a pencil. Is that a pen or a pencil, DT?
It's my
As
big.
long as I have hair on top of my head,
It's
a
his
nice
big.
pair of glasses, a clean pair of drawers, and some deodorant and a toothbrush and some toothpaste, I'll be fine.
Watch this, DT.
I'll take the money though.
Hey, Lil D.
Yo.
Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King. See, he just goes. All right, so
Jesus.
DT, you are
and sing.
DT is like, you know, the sentimental rock in the ocean.
Which is BS, by the way. But go ahead.
I
I'll let him
agree.
get it off.
I agree.
Dog shenanigans.
I think it's BS because there was no alcohol listed in his list,
Or
no
D&D.
Poo-Tang pie.
or D&D, or
Poo-Tang
sports, or Poo-Tang Pie.
Devin Booker.
Actually, alcohol was listed in my list. You guys weren't listening. I said love.
Oh yeah, love makes the tears taste less bitter. You're right.
That's fact.
And
love comes
DA,
marriage.
you were, what did you say? You
I
want?
said, give me the money, F fame.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why you voted for Trump, because you don't want to be taxed when you're making over $400,000, which will never happen.
Big facts.
he can admit his.
Yeah, come on. I ain't got no shame. I voted for Biden.
He must be expanding his drug ring. Nevertheless, Little D, would you like my answer to your question?
Yes, Corey, I very much would. So.
Food.
And Lady K. Don't forget to put her in there.
Little D, coming from a place that you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I've already been there.
Mm-hmm. You
Um,
have.
And I will say this.
You even had a stalker at one point.
I did. I will say this. I'm with Lady K. Really none of the above. Because I'm going to go to one of DA's poets. More money, more problems.
Oh, Notorious Biggie.
More notoriety, more problems. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only do I equate this to my personal experiences, but I equate this to the growth of this show. I'm noticing as this show continues to grow, however fast or slow, I get more critical people reaching out, bitching about stuff. That we've never had before. More people upset about crap that we say on this show than we've ever had before. And I'm looking at the numbers go up, and I'm looking at the critiques go up. Yeah. I'm like, so damn if you do, damn if you don't. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily bother me unless you are woven into the fabric of this show. Like if Lady K has something to say, I'm listening. If AK-47 or AA Alcoholics Anonymous 47, whoever the hell she is now, says something, that DT is listening. Or if someone reaches out and they trying to claim the fact that Little D dick down their wife, I'm listening.
Our legal listeners especially listen.
Or if somebody calls and says DA owes them money and they need to know where he lives, and I'm giving out his address. So I understand.
Okay.
I understand how the famous part can also be a blessing and a curse. Money can bring you problems. Notoriety can bring you problems. Here's the thing. If you know how to handle it, then you can either or is okay for you. And one particular person that I believe is I don't want to classify him as rich monetarily, but rich in his life.
Oh, like DT.
Yeah, is Michael Fishman. You have no idea who he is.
At all.
DT?
I think I know.
Who is he?
I don't remember.
Michael Fishman.
Yeah, I think I know. Who is he then?
I just forgot.
Thank you, DT.
Everybody knows that he's an American actor.
Yeah, DT.
Yeah, everybody
And a
knows.
writer.
Everybody knows that Doug just Googled. Michael Fishman is DJ Connor from the Roseanne Show.
Oh, so he's a DJ like me.
No.
Yes, he's 5'11" and has 2
Hey,
children.
it's DJ Connor from the Roseanne Show.
Good job, DT. Thank you.
The little boy?
The little guy. He was a little fella. DJ Connor from the Roseanne Show. And he has been successful at navigating his notoriety and navigating his money to where he actually lives a pretty normal life.
Well, I just Googled net worth, $8 million.
And that's
ain't
not
bad.
that's not rich in California.
But look, I would say he is rich and famous because I see him on red carpets.
Right. But he has worked it and handled it very well is the
He
reason why
does
I
look
bring
like a
him up.
generic white man, though.
He
You
looks,
see what I'm saying?
he looks like a grown-up Eddie Munster. Monster.
I'm not
He
Googling
does.
that.
He really does. He looked like Eddie
does.
Munster when he was a kid.
What's
Like
his name
Kay said,
again?
He's
Sorry,
right, though. Fortune cookie or not. Speaking about Little D and his give me life and love and happiness. AA47 says, well, give me all the problems. And Lady K said, I hear you, girl.
Yeah. So if you know how to handle it, you can have it. I've had it. It was at a very young age. I didn't know how to handle it very well. It almost broke me. It
Are you
ruined.
talking about the money?
I'm talking about the money and the notoriety at a
Ooh, how
very
much money you got?
at a very very young age. And I will say this: it was the most toxic point of time of my life.
Because you're
Was that
young.
when you were wearing those Chinese shoes?
That was when I was wearing those Chinese shoes and I was going around dressed up like a geisha girl. Them shoes is a bitch on your big toe.
I bet. All crunched up in the corner.
But Little D, would you rather be rich and famous or just rich or just famous? Is the proper way you should have posed that question, but go ahead.
I like the way you said it, Corey.
Thank you very much. I do this for a living. I talk into the internet.
Man, I don't.
Define
so, hey,
living. Go ahead,
Y'all know
Lodi.
how I do it. Me, the rich part, and then just fly under the radar. That's how I would like to do it. Just be rich, to fly and just fly under the radar. Like make sure the kids are very wealthy, and me just fly under the radar. That would
Can I
be
can
like
I-
low key.
Can I
Like
push
drive
back
a
little bit?
Cavalier, and
You
that's
said drive
it.
a Cavalier.
Yeah,
But
drive a Cavalier.
you're a
I
DJ,
would.
so wouldn't you want to be a famous DJ?
I
Wouldn't you have notoriety for what you do?
Yeah, I would. Honestly, that part, yeah, I would for
And same
for
with
DJ
you, Corey.
aspect.
You're a host, so I don't feel y'all.
But I would be scared because it just I wouldn't want you just the looking over your back and shoulder all the time. You have to have top notch security. But maybe I'm not a rapper though, so it may be a difference. It may be I might be okay.
Yeah, you don't hear about
But
many
it just-
DJs getting smoked.
A lot that's fact. Just a lot of hate comes toward when you become seems like famous as being a black person.
Yeah.
And
But a lot of
DT
DJs you don't see getting like shot and stuff, so I might be okay.
And DA, the reason why I would probably be challenged with a larger point of notoriety is because on a previous show, you admitted openly that if something stirred up at a live event, you wouldn't have my back.
Hell no, I wouldn't have anybody's back. I'm dipping.
Exactly. So thank you very much, DA. And that's the reason why my star can only rise so far because of you.
Oh, don't blame me for your non-success.
I put it all on you. On my gravestone, it will say it's DA's fault. All right,
baby girl, put it on me.
we're going to take a quick break right here, folks. We'll be right back after this on Fat Guy Radio Show. Oh, and on the other side of this, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're hungry because I'm taking you into the kitchen. Yeah, we're going to do it in the kitchen. It's Corey's in the kitchen right after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back. Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a phi.
Phi.
What does that spell?
Spotify.
Spotify! And guess who's on Spotify?
Joe Rogan.
I am.
Oh, Fat Guy.
Fat Guy Radio Show's on Spotify.
How much money did we get? The 200 million?
Man, we haven't even crested 200 people. We need to tell people about the fact that Fat Guy Radio Show is on the Spotify app.
Can we watch for free?
No, you can't really see the show on Spotify, but you can hear the show on Spotify. And what's so cool about the Spotify app, it's built into some cars, into the in-dash navigation system. It has Spotify, so people can hear us when they're out on the road, when they're taking their road trips, when they're driving their family around the city. Fat Guy Radio Show is on Spotify. So all you got to do is go to Spotify and look for Fat Guy Radio Show and add us to your favorites.
That sounds fancy. I'm going to go right now and add us to our favorites.
You ain't got Spotify.
I do, though. Somebody got to listen to Joe Rogan.
This isn't a Joe Rogan ad. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, DA.
Why do you keep talking about Joe Rogan? This is about Fat Guy Radio Show.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
Oh.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me a 5.
Pie.
What's that spell?
You missed the I, but Spotify.
Add us to your favorites on Spotify. That Guy Radio Show is on Spotify.
Yay!
Fat Guy Radio Show.
They're wacky, they're zany.
Wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Corey Blaze.
I hate that commercial officially
Then why you play it?
because my finger slipped. That commercial, folks, was recorded at like 2:00 in the morning. My diction is horrible in that commercial.
Your what?
Diction.
How did I sound?
Welcome back to the show, everybody. This portion of the show is brought to you by Home Depot. Your spring living awaits at the Home Depot. Check out Home Depot's decor, ready to put a spring in your spring. Old script, Corey updated. With all the spring cleaning taking place, some things around the house are just no longer doing it for you. Why not freshen your home decor at the Home Depot, or even take it to another level and update that tile? Switch out those old doorknobs, or better yet, secure your home better with a new security entry door. Whatever springs up this spring, the Home Depot is there. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. And welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For those of you that are just joining us, I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Daniel D.T. Taylor right there.
What's good?
Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
And my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. Chicken breast, bell peppers, onions, tossed together on a sheet pan with spices and oil, baked in the oven. It's one of my easiest recipes. And ladies and gentlemen, we're cooking sheet pan chicken fajitas.
Christmas?
Go into the kitchen and we're gonna be cooking.
Hey.
Go into the kitchen and we're gonna be cooking. Corey's in the kitchen, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our sheet pan chicken fajitas, here we go. Here's our ingredients list. 2 tablespoons of ancho chili powder. I prefer 1 tablespoon of ancho chili powder and 1 tablespoon of regular chili powder. 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin. 1 teaspoon of ground paprika. Half teaspoon of ground coriander, salt and pepper, freshly ground if you do have a grinder. 1.5 pounds of boneless chicken breast. A red, green, and yellow bell pepper. You can usually find those in a 3-pack at the grocery store. Medium-sized yellow onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I usually use a little bit more. You can eyeball it. Just don't want your mixture swimming in olive oil. We're not deep frying. 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime juice, 3 tablespoons of chopped cilantro, 8 taco-sized flour tortillas, and sour cream, avocado slice, diced tomatoes, Mexican blend cheese, or goat cheese for whatever you like as a topping. It is completely up to you. And here's what we're gonna do, folks. We're gonna preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Lil D, that's 400 degrees.
Juvenile.
400 degrees. While
Yay.
the oven is preheating, let's grab our sheet pan, also known as a cookie sheet. A lot of people get those confused. They're like, is the sheet pan different from a cookie sheet? It's the same thing.
Is it non-stick? Can it be non-stick?
It can be non-stick.
Okay.
An 18 by 13 sheet will do for this recipe. Of course, larger if you're making more. Go ahead and spray the entire sheet with cooking spray. Remember my tip from the past. If you're cooking with olive oil, you spray with olive oil. And vice versa, if you're cooking with vegetable oil, you spray with vegetable oil. There are different sprays, non-stick sprays available in the grocery store.
So what's the difference between the two again, real quick, while you're on the same subject?
There's not a difference. There's a difference in flavor, but when you have an ingredient or a recipe that calls for olive oil,
Yeah.
if you have to spray something to make it non-stick, you want to spray it with olive oil.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? There are olive oil aerosol cans available at the store. I often line my sheet pan with either foil or parchment paper, but for this particular recipe, you want to leave that out because we want all of our ingredients to have full contact with the heat. So after you've sprayed your sheet pan, set it aside, grab a bowl and a whisk. To the bowl, add your chili powder, cumin, paprika, coriander, salt, and pepper, and whisk those together. Now, cumin typically wants to lump together. A whisk is the only way to get even distribution of these powdered or ground spices. I tried to do it with a fork, no bueno. Whisk, folks, whisk. It's the only way to go. Here's a side tip. A small plastic whisk in a glass bowl is perfect for whisking ground seasonings. That's a tip that you'll get nowhere else. All right, after whisking, set the seasoning aside and let's prep your veggies. Some people struggle with slicing bell peppers. It's very easy. If you're unsure on how to, you might want to YouTube it, or you can hit me up on Instagram and I'll walk you through it. The process is challenging to put into words for radio, but I'll say this: you will have some parts of the pepper that you will not use. Also, if you're sensitive to heat, in every pepper, the heat is derived from the membrane of the pepper, the white interior. Remove that and the pepper will have less heat. In a bell pepper, typically the seeds are connected to the white membrane, so they'll go also when you remove the membrane. So let's slice those peppers into sticks, not too thin because they will cook faster than your chicken and they will burn. So you're looking for something about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. You want them to release their flavors in the oven, but you also want to have a little bit of a bite. Same thing for the onion as you slice that as well. Grab your garlic cloves and mince them, which means dice them into very small pieces. Don't turn them into mash. You don't want to have garlic mash on your hands. It's already, and also I would not recommend using garlic powder because it's already dried out and it will give a bitter taste in the oven because garlic powder will cook a little too fast. Fresh garlic is the way for this. Place your sliced veggies on the sheet pan in an even layer and set that aside. Now let's move on to Little D's favorite part, the breast, the chicken breast. Boneless and skinless chicken breast. I've used a frozen chicken breast that come in a bag. Thaw them out. They work perfectly for this and so much cheaper, but you are welcome to use any chicken breast as long as they are boneless and skinless. Now, depending on the size and thickness of your chicken breast, I have used a food mallet. That's a little food hammer to even out the size of the chicken, to beat your meat, to even out the size of the chicken, because thicker parts of the chicken are going to cook slower than the thinner parts. But if you have the same thickness, they'll all cook at the same time. Another little tippity tip. All right, so let's slice our chicken breast long ways so you get even sized strips. Again, the closer they are in size, the more even they cook, and with chicken, the optimal safe temperature is 165 degrees in the thickest part of the meat. Once you have all the chicken sliced up, place the chicken on top of the veggies on the sheet pan, again in an even layer on top of the peppers and onions. Grab your minced garlic, sprinkle over the chicken and veggies. Grab your seasoning mixture, sprinkle over the chicken and the veggies too. Drizzle with a little bit of olive oil on the chicken, and with 2 spatulas or a set of tongs, toss the chicken and vegetables together to evenly distribute the olive oil. And into the oven we go at 400 degrees for 18 to 25 minutes. Again, cooking time depends on the doneness of the chicken. That meat thermometer comes in handy. It also helps you avoid overcooking the chicken and drying it out. Now, halfway through your cook time, 9 to 12 minutes in, toss everything again on the sheet pan. Pull it out of the oven, toss it a little bit, and back in the oven for the remaining time. Now, while your oven is making this loveliness come together, grab your flour tortillas, tightly wrap them in foil. With 5 minutes left on your cook time on your chicken, toss them into the oven as well to warm them through. Now, another option that I desire is that if you have the time, is to warm and slightly char your tortillas on a flat skillet on the top of your stove. If you're cooking a lot, after you char your tortillas on a flat skillet, then just place them in a tortilla warmer, or you can wrap them in foil as well. That's just another option. Now, while your tortillas are warming, prepare your toppings. If you like sour cream, sliced fresh avocados, diced tomatoes, Mexican cheese blends. The packaged Mexican cheese blend is okay. Of course, I'd prefer when time is up, remove everything from the oven, drizzle with lime juice and sprinkle the cilantro in. Take the flour tortilla, fill it with the chicken and veggie mixture, add your favorite toppings, and enjoy. Now, these go very well with a side of Mexican rice or a side of black beans. Also fun to put the toppings in separate bowls and let the kids add their own toppings if this is a family dinner. Just want to be somewhere because they're going to fling toppings all over the place. Or if you're hosting a small gathering of vaccinated individuals, you can double up on the recipe and create your own fajitas bar. And the toppings are endless at that point. So enjoy these sheet pan chicken fajitas from your boy Corey in the kitchen. And that is that. Are you hungry now, boys?
A little bit.
That sounds good. So you just made them?
No, I didn't make them. That's a recipe that I've been sitting on for a while. I do have my version on our live stream. We had to use some general pictures, but I do have my version with the goat cheese on my Instagram page. But I have made these, and I've made these several times. It is so simple and so easy, especially now you can buy the prepackaged Lori's, seasoning, fajita seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not the same when you do it yourself in the kitchen, boys.
Is that the same with the taco seasoning too?
Same thing with the taco seasoning. Cumin, coriander, and chili powder. And salt. That's pretty much all that's in there.
Now, how much did you use on all that stuff? Like,
read that at the
seasoning wise.
Read that at the top of the recipe, Lil D.
He was too busy. He forgot all about it.
He forgot all about. Hey, Lil D, I'll email it to you, and we'll have this recipe. This time we will post it. We'll post the slides up on our Facebook page. But enjoy these sheet pan chicken fajitas. They're quick, they're fast, they're easy. I know it sounds like a lot of prep.
Like me.
It did sound like a lot of prep. I'm not gonna lie.
It did sound like a lot of prep, but that's just because it's got a lot of components to it. But we're talking about small portions of the components. Okay. You're literally just mixing some powder together. You're slicing some chicken. You're slicing some vegetables. You're putting it on a sheet pan, and you're throwing the mixture into a tortilla.
Okay, you lost me at powder. I started thinking about something else.
15 minutes, cook time 35.
You lost me at hello.
You lost me at hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. And on the other side of this, more fun and more thrills on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back after this. Doug played that one already. Damn it.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this podcast.
When I paint at school, I wear a smock. It protects me from paint. When the cookie sheet is hot, I wear a pot holder. It protects me from getting burned. When it rains, I wear a raincoat. It protects me from getting rained on. When it's cold, I wear a jacket. It protects me from getting cold. When my friends go to the pool, they wear sunscreen. It protects them from getting sunburned. When my mom and I garden, I wear gloves. It protects me from getting dirty. My dad wears a hat. It protects him from getting sun in his eyes. We all wear things to protect ourselves from something. What's different about wearing a mask? #MaskUpArizona.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
Just when you thought it was safe to turn the volume up again, Corey and the guys are back with more.
Welcome back to the show, everyone, everywhere. This portion of the show is brought to you by our Afterburn. Fat Dude 40 Mays here, and do you know what I like to do when I'm home alone? Well, besides eating food off my belly like an otter, I listen to Afterburn on FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. Those guys are so funny, and they have me jingling like jello on a slip and slide. For only $3 to listen and $8 to watch, why wouldn't I get down with the rawest, hottest, sexiest show on the internet? So don't be cool, get hot with Afterburn at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. No, that's not sriracha on my burrito. It's Afterburn. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
I forgot I got to do April.
Yeah, and it is April. Well done, DA.
Yeah, I got to do May.
Today's the first.
Boys, I need to try to find an email. So if you will, just talk amongst yourselves. Well done. Thank you.
Oh, that meant talk amongst yourself, fellas. So, co-host, what you got?
There's sons.
I guess I can tell my story. I guess I can tell my story.
Hey, tell me more story.
Tell your story. I don't know where you guys are in the whole listening to me thing. I feel like I say something and 3 light years later you guys hear it. So it doesn't work when I'm trying to carry the conversation.
We just ignoring you, bro. Hey, tell us.
No, you're on a little bit of a delay again. It's not
you're on
your
a
fault.
delay, DT.
Hey,
delay to
go ahead.
ladies.
Hey, but what happened with the story though?
Okay, so I sold some of the kin folks, Corey's side of the family, his I don't claim that's his side of the family. I sold them a Jetta that I recently purchased for my daughter because I wanted to buy her car, and she's not able to drive yet. But
so
she's
you bought your daughter a car and then sold it.
I sold. She doesn't know about it, but it's fine. They needed some wheels.
Now.
She will now, but keep going.
They needed some wheels, so I sold them. I sold them the car at a discounted price. So I lost money. First off, I lost money on it because I sold it.
This is gonna be one ungrateful ass story. I feel it.
So,
yep.
A week into it, my younger cousin, calls me and tell you, "Hey, man, what's up with the transmission?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Why is there parts inside the transmission?" I'm like, "What do you mean parts inside the transmission?" There's parts inside the transmission. I'm like, I don't know. Like, why the hell would I put just random parts inside of a transmission? I don't know, man. Well, this is pissing me off. There's parts in the transmission. They talking about it's gonna be $5,000 to get it fixed. I'm like, $5,000 to get it fixed? You might as well buy a whole new damn car. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna do some research. So I went and researched to find out the transmission, but they went anyway. They went with somebody else. Long story short, they paid $2,100 to get the whatever was wrong with the transmission done. So I told my aunt, I said, "Hey, I apologize. I didn't know. I literally bought the car, and the car sat in my driveway because my daughter's not able to drive. Only place I drove it to was to the motor vehicle place to get the title transferred into my name. I drove it home, I parked it, and it sat there. Like, okay, yeah, I get that. I know. So I was like, you know what? I was going to give them $1,000 of their money. I only sold it to them for $2,000. First of all, a Jetta.
What year?
And I was thinking it was a 2006.
Okay.
Sold it to him for $2,000.
Still not a bad price though.
Still not. I was gonna give him $1,000 back. So technically, I was sold him a car for $1,000. But one of mine is like, don't get them in words, no damn money. So anyway, so they sent me the bill. They're like, hey, look, this is what it costs. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys $500 back because I feel bad. I didn't know. So technically, now I sold you guys a car for $1,500. So now I really lost money in this car. So my cousin came, picked up the money last night. Today, then he calls me at 11:30 at night. Now I sleep because I work a lot in DJ. So he calls me at 11:30 at night and says, I'm like, what the hell? So I pick up. I'm like, hello. I'm like, dead sleep. He's like, yo, you sleep? I'm like, yeah, I do work. He doesn't work, by the way. Like, hey man, I just want to tell you thanks for the money. You literally called me this late to tell me that. So, and I was like, all right, cool, man, whatever. Hung up. Today, his mom calls me. April 1st. Thought it was an April Fool's joke. She said, hey nephew. I'm like, hey. She's like, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. Hey, you think you can put the car under your insurance? Can you insure it for us? And we'll just pay you every month. So grown people want me.
Lil D.
He whispered it.
6504.
Why are you so? He whispered it. They can't hear a whisper.
Want me to the car I sold them at a discount price, then gave them more money on top of that. Now they want me to insure the car for them.
Man,
Like, if that ain't no black people ish, I don't know what is.
so is. But Lil D, you're guilty of the black people ish too.
Me?
You sold them a dud.
How
That's
was
some
that?
black people ish too. Like, bro,
I didn't know it was-
I
didn't
just
know it was a
bought
dud.
this car and it's breaking down.
I didn't. The car sat. It was for my daughter.
What did you say, DT?
He didn't know it was a dud.
How can I prove it though? Like, if you sold me a car, how can you prove that you didn't know it was a dud? Did you take it to your mechanic?
No, I literally bought the car because I didn't have time. I bought the car, set the car. I've been DJing literally every weekend. I had to take the car to get the register
How long
done.
have
The
you had the
registry
car
done
for?
the morning, huh?
How long have you had the car for?
Not even a month. Literally not even a month. The tags had literally came in and I sold them the car like that weekend when the tags the new tags and license plate came.
Did you,
see what I'm
offer
saying?
to sell it or did they ask to buy it?
No, because my cousin was like, "Hey man, he's an F up." So he's like, "Hey man, I got this $2,000. I don't know what to do with it." And they already had just messed up their car. So I was like, "Well,
Called
hey."
you and said, "Hey, I got this money. I don't." Okay, keep going.
So he was like, he wanted to invest. He wanted to invest it. No, it was from his taxes. He wanted to invest into a business to buy shirts or get a clothing business going. But I know that car. I know that car was messed up and but I knew he wasn't going to do that. I know he's going to just drink the money away or something. So I was like, hey, well,
Jesus,
I got a car. If you guys want to buy it, I'll sell it to you. I was like, it's for my daughter, but I'll sell it to you because they had the car they had. He wrecked it, or his other brother wrecked it, and they took off running from the scene. Try to teach him, quote unquote, how to drive, so they wrecked it into somebody's business and took off. So they don't got no car. So try to help them out, getting them the car. I didn't know the transmission was messed up. I really did not know the transmission was messed up. I didn't drive it like that to know.
Nah, I feel you.
So anyway, I
didn't
gave
know
them
there was
some
a
money.
banana in the tailpipe.
Man, screw y'all, man. All right. So anyway,
you want some bananas?
I really didn't know it was on 4 Fats.
You want some bananas? Here, take these bananas. They own me.
Oh man, forget
Lil
y'all,
D,
man.
Lil D.
What?
And the next time you wonder why I don't come to your side of the family gatherings, play this show back.
I don't blame you.
Or you wonder why when I show up, I make an appearance, I kiss the girls, I do my best to slap the lady on the ass, I dodge the gunfire, and I'm out.
I don't blame you though. I don't.
This is the reason why, because they just get they put the it in ghetto. And now I don't have any time to get to my last topic, but maybe I can flash through it.
Hey, that was a good Negro story. I haven't heard one in a minute.
Yeah, that's because
old
you
Negro
that's because
spiritual.
you got rid of all your it was a good old Negro spiritual. All right, boys. I'll say this. You don't need champagne or satin sheets in order to have a great sex life. But you do need to watch out for some of these common sex mistakes.
Talk to me.
You know what, DT?
Sounds like a list.
It does. It is a list. I'm so glad you are excited for a list, or maybe you're not.
He's looking for the list music.
I'm looking for the list music. I got to have the list music here. You know, you can't do a list without a list music. There we go. Is that the list music, DT?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yep.
His snaps are so off.
Walking around.
No, Lil D, it's
There you
not
go.
Christmas.
Oh, wrong song.
All right, the most common sex mistakes is what we're talking about. Thinking that you need to do it like they do it on TV. Now, I don't have sex because I got my V card yesterday and back in the mail,
Hey, congrats.
and it was stamped with the big old huge void. But do you think when you're having lovely relations, do you think you have to do it like they do it on TV?
I don't know what that means. How do they do it on TV? Don't they have to put a sock in between them?
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it like they do it on Discovery Channel.
That explains why all your girls have bites on the back of their necks. All right, number 2. If you're too embarrassed to talk about sex, that's a sex mistake that you're making. Here's what it says. File this under funny but true. People are often more comfortable having sex than talking about it. So many couples are plagued by shame over their sexual preferences and needs and not feeling as though they can speak up to their partners.
Oh, yeah, speak up. Ask them if they want that carrot in their booty.
I always do. Here's another one.
Speaking of that real quick,
Yes.
of that, I just learned what sugar in the tank means. Keep going.
Welcome to 1984.
I did
dear.
not know what that meant, but now it makes sense. 'Cause
Welcome to-
sugar in the tank is the booty.
Welcome to 1984. All right, this one's for D. This one I think they wrote because of DT. Feeling like you have to take your socks off.
Never take
Feeling
them
like
off.
you have to take
I never take them off. You need the traction.
You need the traction, and my feet are rough, so if I rub them up against her, it's gonna turn her off.
Contrary to
Like shark skin.
There you go.
Contrary to that image in your mind, socks may actually be the sexiest article of clothing, as wearing them may increase your chance of having the big O. No, there you go, DT showing his socks. No one is surely exactly why this works, but one theory, DA. Ah! That's it. I'm going home. That was disgusting. Thank you, DA.
You're welcome.
He put his nasty, funky toe on camera.
They are funky too. Long day.
You do that again, man. I swear.
I swear for God.
You are so disgusting.
What?
We'll finish this list next week on Fat Guy Radio Show. Same Fat Guy time, same Fat Guy station. You can thank DA's feet for ending the bit a little early, and also the clock is telling us that we have to go.
Thank my feet.
Thank your feet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies to Justin Bieber, who's back in my number 1 spot now that Lil Nas then moved down to number 3.
Despicable.
Thank you, Lil D, for being outraged for me. Thank you. My apologies to Justin Bieber. We plumb ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Now with more, open at fatguyradioshow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag merch store, your purchase supports our small, independently owned business. fatguyradioshow.com/store. Drop us a question, comment, letter, comment, or question anytime to fatguyradioshow@gmail.com, or send a gift. We love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Look us up, subscribe, follow, and share. Hold on, I got a message from Lady K.
Yep.
Yes, she stops the show when she sings.
Did she say she want to see me naked?
No, she does not want to see you naked.
Did she say, do I want to see her naked?
No, she did not. Oh, Lady K, thank you very much, sweetheart.
Oh, Lady K, thank you.
Can you read it? You stopped the ending to read it.
Because I thought it was something for the show, but it's not. It's a personal message to me.
Can I
The
Lady K, I need a
one
personal message.
fat person. If DA promises to never put his feet on camera again, I'll read you the message after the show.
Oh.
No deal.
your feet
No
on.
promise.
No deal, no message. All right, drop us a letter, comment, question anytime at fatguyradioshow@gmail.com. I said that already. Or send us a gift to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Look us up, follow, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody you know about the show. And when they ask you what's it all about through your mask, tell them. They'll make you laugh and oppress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. For Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
And my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
I've been Corey Blaze with our show mantra, skinny people.
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We are all stronger together. See you at the top. Good night.
Hello.